Hi, I'm Roz and I'm sheltering in place like you are. I've had a lot of inquiries from my clients and contacts and friends about what we can do to improve our houses. They're feeling cluttered, small. We don't like the colors. We need this done and that done. So to answer your questions and hopefully give you some inspiration, I have with me my best friend, Shelley Davenport. She has her own design studio called The Open Door, and she is going to be with us today. She's obviously still sheltering in place too, but she may be able to throw some light on what we can do to improve our situation. So this is the first. We are actually hoping to do a series, and we're hoping to keep them going with how the situation is at the time. But we're going to try and cover everything from sort of some modifications we're going to talk about today to more specific things going along. This recording is actually on Zoom, but shortly, hopefully, we feel bold enough to go live on Facebook because we know we're probably going to make some mistakes en route, and better the first time that we can eradicate and repeat, as they say. So without further ado, I would like to pass you on to Shelley Davenport. So Shelley, could you help us, please, and all the mums out there?
Absolutely, Roz. Thank you. As you know, we talk often about houses and fabulous rooms. And now that we're all home, we're all dying to get to our projects that we've wanted to get to. But first and foremost, one of the things that you have to do or should be doing, if you're not already doing, is just creating a beautiful space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you may not have an unlimited amount of budget to get all new furniture in your house. One of the things that you can do is to make every room where either your children are or where your husband or your spouse is to really make that room the best that it can be. And there's lots of ways of doing that. One of the biggest things you can do is bringing live plants or flowers into your space and using those every day to make your space beautiful, right? So whether you're working in an office or whether you've transformed a dining room or a family room or wherever you are, just making every space really work and also switching things out, right? It's an easy way to do that and to kind of refresh your space. When was the last time you moved your furniture around? When was the last time you switched your art pieces? With kids' rooms, now that kids are either have their own space for studying or if they're doing it in their room or any other room in the house, making that space very special and warm, it gives everyone a different feeling. Especially since you're not leaving the house, you definitely want to make sure that you are making the best space possible. So you might be thinking about, wow, I really need to change the color of my walls.
Mm-hmm.
Easy thing to do. You can snap a picture. You can pick a paint color. You can do a lot of different things just to visually see how you can transform a space. There's lots of different apps out there where you can take a picture of a room, or you can put furniture, or you can rearrange. There's just lots of different options out there to make everyone feel better at home.
Right. And I think you mentioned the paint. We discussed this the other day. I think you said you can get paint delivered. Is that correct?
You can. Yep, you certainly can. So the paint stores are working overtime, obviously. And you can call in an order, you can do a curbside pickup, or you can even have it delivered.
Oh, that's great. Something else you mentioned to me the other day was temporary wallpaper. I think you said would be quite fun. And does that come at all levels, like kids' paper? Does it come at designer level? How does that sort of...
So temporary wallpaper is fabulous. And anyone who knows me and knows my design work, I love wallpaper. Even when wallpaper fell out, I still continued to use it, even in different spaces. So Temp Paper is a brand that's out there.
Oh, it's a brand.
And there's several different brands that are out there. Temp Paper just happens to be one that I have personal experience with, and they have great patterns. So you can use it in a powder room, you can use it in a kitchen, you can use it even in a dining room. And it has all different types of patterns. You can get everything from elegant chinoiserie to fun things for kids' rooms. It makes a great statement in a bar. You can put it in a backsplash area. And it's a DIY. You do not have to have skill or expertise.
Right.
You can put it over a wall that may not be perfect, which is also great. The other thing is, if you have wallpaper there that you want to cover, you can actually even put it over that. So it's a great, great way to transform a space, and very inexpensive.
What sort of colors are trending at the moment? Because I think we've gone away from the grayish from what you were saying.
Yes. So lots of different colors are trending. For kitchens, if you've seen any design magazine recently, the white cabinets are here to stay, which is great because it's a way to brighten up any room, and it's very classic. Blue is obviously has been trending for a while, but classic blue, whether it's navy or an indigo blue, very, very popular right now, especially for an island, a kitchen island, or again, if you have maybe a bar in your house where you want to transform and give a pop of color. The blues are really strong. For walls, more like champagne colors and violets are really trending for like a softer look, but it's also can act as a neutral as well.
So we're still a little bit on the cool side, as it were, rather than the warm colors, the browns, the greens, and the earth colors.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good from my point of view. I don't really like the warm colors terribly, as you know. So when you mentioned moving the furniture around, what sort of things would help create the feeling of space? You know, is there any sort of tips you can give? I mean, should everyone put like the furniture as far back on their walls as they can, or is it still kind of more stay forward and try and put something behind it? Just give us a couple of tips about arranging our furniture.
So, you know, with furniture, it's depending upon the room that you're in, obviously, is you don't really want to float. You want to kind of have your furniture floating in the room.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to push everything to the back and create a huge amount of space. You want it more intimate. So whether you're watching a movie with your family or having a game night or whatever you're using the room for, it should be a true reflection of where your furniture is. And because we're all using our rooms in our houses, it's a great way to feel connected to the family, and also getting your family involved and saying, you know, if we were to switch this out, what would you like to see? What would you rather have? Whether that's the room that everyone's gathering in, or it could be maybe their own room too. It's really fun to get kids involved.
Okay. Well, thank you. As I say, hopefully next time we're going to be able to go live. Just to, excuse me a second, I'm going to look and see what our next subject is. I think it's just here. Just give me a second. Hang on. Oh, unfortunately, I don't have it here. Oh, I do. I think next time we're going to go more into kitchens and dining rooms. I think you were going to speak a little more specifically about them. So until next time, we'll be sending it out by email or by Facebook to warn you. We may do another Zoom, we may go live, it depends how it works. But thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much, Shelley, for taking the time out of your day to hopefully answer some questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roz.
Thank you. Bye.